Hi everyone, welcome to a morning vinyasa flow for beginners. Just make sure you got some water, your mat, and any props that you would like. We'll start at the top of our mat, hands by our side, feet grounded into the floor, really coming into our presence here, making sure our knees aren't locked, shoulders are back and down, C7, that notch in your back, is pulled to the back of the room, and the crown of your head is reaching as tall as it can go. Taking some deep breaths here. We're going to inhale our arms over our head, and we're going to twist to the right with our left hand in front of us, right hand behind. Inhale again, and exhale, twist to the other side. We're going to inhale our hands overhead and exhale them to heart center. Coming into our body, setting an intention for today's practice. Whatever you feel called to, maybe it's presence, playfulness, ease, whatever you need today. Listen to that and honor that. Taking a deep breath here, we're going to inhale our arms overhead and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back, and exhale through our first chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Stretching our first down dog here, taking a deep breath. We're going to find the top of our mat, however you'd like to do so. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, flow through your chaturanga. You can also go from high plank into down dog if you would like to not do the up dogs. That is perfectly fine too. Find what is good for your yoga. We're going to find the top of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We're going to find our first chair pose of the day. I'm not going to do a lot of these today. Just really embrace it while we're here. Making sure you can see your 10 toes. We're going to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flow through that chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg up in the air. We're going to bring it through for warrior one. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and on that next exhale, we're going to flow through another chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg high, flow it through, warrior one. Inhale, your fingers are activated. Exhale, inhale, and exhale, flow through your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, big exhale, down dog. Right leg through, crescent warrior. On your back toe mound, you're going to bring your arms to your side and take flight into airplane if you would like to. Stamping that back foot against an imaginary wall. You can go into warrior three with your arms extended or at heart center. Slowly lower that leg back down to the ground, back into crescent warrior. Hands to heart center, and we are going to twist to the right. You can open your arms up, take a side crow if that's in your practice, or keep your hands at heart center. We're going to find that crescent warrior again. Step that left foot up to the top of your mat, extended mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Big exhale, down dog. Left leg, top of your mat, crescent warrior on the left side. Breathing here. Hands to your side and airplane. Inhale. Exhale, take that warrior 3 if you wish to. Inhale and exhale your foot back to the ground, hands at heart center. Inhale and exhale, twist, opening that heart. You can open your arms again, side crow on the other side, or keep your hands at heart center. We're going to come back up, right leg top of your mat, extended mountain pose. Exhale, and we're going to hang out here for a moment in ragdoll. You can bounce up and down, you can sway side to side, you can stay perfectly still, just taking a moment. We're going to inhale, halfway lift, and exhale through another chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot high up in the air. We're going to bring that forward for a warrior 1, and we're going to rotate out to a warrior 2. We're going to reach that front hand forward and then reverse warrior, getting a nice side stretch there. Exhale down to a side angle. You can breathe here. You can take a half bind or a full bind if you would like. You can take a bird of paradise if you would like to, if that's in your practice. Just taking some deep breaths here. Really grounding down that front foot. We're going to launch into half moon. You can balance your hand on the floor, on a water bottle, whatever you would like. And then we're going to go into half splits. You can do standing splits or handstand hops, whichever you'd like. We're going to meet back at the top of our mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale through another chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. That left leg's going to come through for a warrior 1, and we're going to rotate out to a warrior 2. Extending that front hand forward, we're going to reverse our warrior and exhale, side angle. You can take your bind here again, full bind, half bind, bird of paradise, or just stay here and breathe. Plant your left hand to the floor, half moon, making sure those hips are open. That lifted foot is pressed, toes are activated. Standing splits or handstand hops. Some playtime. Have fun with this. We'll meet at the top of our mat in a forward fold. Extended mountain pose. And sit back into chair, hands at heart center. We're gonna twist out to the right. Making sure our knees are in line with one another, pulled back, hips in line, hearts, hands at heart center or extended. Forward fold. Hang out here for just a moment and breathe. You're doing a great job. Extended mountain pose, sit back into chair and twist to the left side. Hands at heart center, arms open. So you can take a side crow here if you would like. Checking on those knees again. We're gonna stand up to extended mountain pose, and we're gonna take eagle on the right side. Planting that left foot down, wrapping that right leg around that left leg, and your right arm is going to wrap underneath your left arm. Sitting back slow as you can. We're going to take that on the other side. So planting that right foot down, wrapping that left leg over, and that left arm under. Breathing here. And we're going to sit back into a yogi squat. If you would like to take crow, you can. Just sitting in the yogi squat, making sure those shoulders are wide, breathing deep. We're going to shoot back into a chaturanga. Up dog, Exhale, fully downward facing dog. Find the top of your mat. We're gonna reach up, inhale, extended mountain pose. We're gonna ground that left foot. We're gonna go into our first tree. Plant that right leg in your inner thigh. Keep it on the ground, just kickstand it, or put it on your inner shin. We just never want it on our knee. Breathing your hands at heart center. You can grow your tree if you feel called to. Lower down, and we're going to take our tree on the other side. Starting with hands at heart center. Maybe try and close your eyes. It's a lot harder than you think it is. Just breathe deep. Inhale. And exhale, release that leg. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg up in the air. We're going to go into a warrior 1 and rotate out to a warrior 2. Straighten that front leg. Lean forward into a triangle pose. That right arm will be placed on your shin if you would like it. You can also put it on the ground or on a block. Reaching that arm high up in the air, keeping that hand activated, those fingers activated. Stand up using your core, and we're going to turn around and do warrior 2 on the other side. Straighten that back knee, that front knee, and go into another triangle pose. Really opening the chest here, cracking that heart open, that heart space. I'm going to stand up using our core, and we're going to go into a wide-legged forward fold, little back bend if you would like, and exhale, forward fold. We're going to hang out here for a moment. You can take an inversion here if you would like. Headstand, handstand, or just stay here and breathe. The hardest part of the class is over. It's time to wind down now. Time to really soak in the benefits of today's class and be proud of yourself for what you've accomplished already. We're going to inhale, halfway lift, and then we're going to stand all the way up and find the top of your mat, stepping forward. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to go into a high plank and lower all the way down, resting that right cheek on your mat. Just resting here, breathing deep, feeling your heartbeat on the mat, feeling your connectedness with the earth. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Switch cheeks, rest that left cheek down to the mat. Breathing deep here. Take a big inhale. We're gonna bring that chin to the center of the mat, and we're gonna go up into locust. Really squeezing those back muscles together. And lower. Take another locust. And lower. And you can take another locust here, or you can go into floor bow, grabbing those ankles and really lifting up. This is great. You can rock and roll along here. This is great for your digestion. You're gonna lower down. Find yourself in an up dog and down dog. Finding our knees for a camel pose. You can keep your hands almost like they're tucked into about your back jean pockets, or you can bring your hands all the way to your ankles, letting that chin drop back, open mouth, just exhaling all that heat that we've built up in today's class. Getting a good heart opening stretch here. Slowly come forward and just sit back onto your heels in a hero's pose. One hand at heart, one hand at belly, and close your eyes down. And just take a few deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We're going to find our bottoms and lower down to our back for a bridge pose, keeping your feet on the mat. We're going to lift our hips up, interlocking our hands to stack our chest up just a little bit more. Keeping those knees pulled together, making sure they don't splay out. Lower. We're going to go up one more time. Breathing here. You can also stay up the whole time if you would like. You can also take a wheel pose if that's in your practice. Exhale, lower. And we're going to inhale one last time. Breathing here. Inhale. Exhale. You can lower those hips to the ground. Feet touching, knees out wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. One hand on the heart, one hand on belly, or arms overhead. Thanking yourself for coming to your mat today. The hardest part of yoga is showing up. But you made it, and you've made it this far. I'm so proud of you. You should be proud of you too. I'm gonna inhale and exhale. Inhale, we're gonna bring those knees together, legs out long, sitting up on our bum. Arms overhead, inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Keeping those knees bent, not locking them, making sure we're bending from the waist and not the back, not arching that back, keeping it as straight as possible. And then we're going to find a down dog to go into half pigeon, right leg up in the air, bring it forward, laying across your mat. You can stay up or you can lie down. Breathing into the discomfort here, breathing into the deep stretch, the deep hip stretch here. Allowing any emotion you feel to come up. We store a lot of our emotions in our hips, and sometimes we don't even notice it until we do yoga, that we have some stored stuff. And it's good to loosen our hips to allow this stuff to come up and heal from it. You can find half pigeon on the other side whenever you're ready, taking as slow as a time as you need. Breathing deep here. Breathing into that hip space, allowing your hips to relax and open, allowing your heart to relax and open, as hard or as scary as that may be. When you're ready, come out of your half pigeon and we'll find a seated butterfly pose. Feet touching, legs out. It's like a seated Supta Baddha Konasana. And again, we want to hinge from the hips, really getting a nice stretch here. You can stay seated if you'd like, if that is more comfortable as well. We'll come back up and we're going to go into a fish pose. So we're going to place our hands underneath our sacrum or our tailbone, leaning onto our elbows, extending our head all the way back, opening our mouth, exhaling deep, releasing the heat, releasing the frustrations of life, releasing the anxiety, releasing whatever you need to release here. Take some deep breaths, deep inhales and exhales. I'm going to come forward and we're going to go into an inversion. You can take whatever inversion you'd like. I'm going to be taking legs up the wall. I put my hands underneath my sacrum and just bring my legs to the sky, feet flat. You can find a wall and put your legs up the wall, the actual wall, or you can place a couple pillows or a yoga block under your sacrum and lift your hips up. It makes it a little bit easier. You can also go into a handstand, a headstand, a shoulder stand here, whatever you feel called to. Reversing our blood flow like this after practices like this, and really after work or any kind of strenuous practice like this is so good. Reversing that blood flow, it helps our immune system, helps us not get sick. And we'll lower our legs and grab the bottoms of our feet for a happy baby. Sway side to side, or you can stay still. Staying still is called dead bug. I think that's pretty funny. Opening those hips, making sure that your lower back is pressed in. We're gonna bring that left leg into chest, extending your right leg, and we're gonna do our supine twist. Arms out long, looking the opposite direction. Getting a nice spinal twist here. Breathing deep. And when you're ready, find your spinal twist on the other side. Pulling that right knee into chest. Extending it over left leg. Arms out wide. Drishti or eyesight, head turned opposite direction. Breathing into the side stretch here. And then we're gonna go, you can take a Supta Baddha Konasana again, or you can go straight into Shavasana, final resting pose, corpse pose, taking up space on your mat. Legs out long, arms by your side. Allow your breath to go back to regular pace. Allowing your body to fully rest after this practice. Remembering your intention. And maybe bringing that intention into your day ahead. start waking the body up by wiggling your toes, your fingers, taking a good morning stretch by bringing your arms overhead. Pull your knees into chest and lay on one side, fetal position. A reminder that we can always start again. Every day is a new day, a new beginning, a new start. Finding a seated position at the top of your mat, keeping your eyes closed. We're going to bring our arms overhead, inhale, and exhaling them. Just pausing at our third eye and bringing all the energy we cultivated into our heart space. Bringing those thumbs into heart center. We're going to seal today's practice. The love and light in me sees and honors the love and light in each of every one of you. I bow to you. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your morning with me.